On Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2. Taken. Oop. New York 2 years ago. Okay, here we go.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Domestic bliss. Oh, would you look at this place? Alan's not a grilling guy. Good to know. CC TV. Haven't quite set up that bad boy yet. Like anybody else. You don't want to do it till there's a need.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Hey, she did
These
the
look
same.
really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
Sudden Stop 1 and 2.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd
Is that
lain
Sam
in the
reading
snow
that?
while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Ooh. So, the Remedy verse Fury, the intent was, instead of Sudden Stop, that it was meant to be Max Payne, that Alan wrote Max Payne. Unfortunately, Remedy didn't retain the rights to Max Payne. Those went to Rockstar. But I'm okay with knowing that it's not in a tip of the hat of the previous work.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Ugh.
Last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
The Fall of
Alan,
Casey,
please
The
check
Things
the
That I
fuse
Want,
box.
Alex Casey,
I'm right here.
What I Can't
I'm on it,
Forget,
honey.
Return to
Please
Center,
hurry.
and The Sudden Stop. And a crime novelist award. Oh,
I really
Sorry
don't
about
like
that.
this, Alan. Please
I'm working
hurry.
on it. Just a little patience,
Honey,
baby.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi, okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry.
Okay,
We'll just
okay.
break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Aw.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
What?
Thanks for this.
Every good story requires a little stretching of the truth. It's just a matter of where. Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but
Looks a
you've
little
obviously
jittery.
been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
And we're back. Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries. Or the Emperor if you prefer. And first, Trashkin, all good evening and welcome to our October special, where I play through Alan Wake and desperately try to dodge copyright the entire while. Let's hop right back in.
If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's
Flies.
fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there.
It is
You
one of my
can't get
favorite
me
mini
off
games.
the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Good God, I hope I got the sound right. She's a little quiet. I might boost it a little later, but... Oh, wow. Dual disc and monitor. This thing's out of the 60s. Maybe the 70s. Ah, hey, luck lady. I mean, light lady.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
Enough?
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's
You don't
focused
say.
on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Fair. Meeting room. Oh. I can't remember if these are developers or winner of the Be Featured In contest. Richard Bob, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. On camping trip overdue, hasn't been contacted. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Oh, right. Read that. I got it.
Mr. Wade, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Oh, dear.
Hey!
Coffee.
Hey! I need more light in here. God damn. Hey! Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? Thank you.
You got
man,
it.
Thank you. Hey, you're all right.
Have
You're
to.
a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
You just take it easy. Hello.
I told him, oh yeah, well, I don't hear.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Crowfoot Island.
Where on your feet?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Ooh, and another radio, which means it's time again to dial the music all the way back. I ain't trying to catch no copyright. Let's see what's happening.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Well, that'll do. The junker.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Jeez, Alan. Got those boots registered? Hello.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Interesting that the ambulance service is rolled in with the police department. I think we should be far enough away.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
God willing, you will.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still in...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Probably were.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found
Hi,
him!
Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee.
Could you be less of a
He's
jerk,
on the
Al?
balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Weird place for a smartwatch.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Layer coffee.
Jeez,
under a
Mr.
thin
Takes a
layer of
swing at
skin.
everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Oh,
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you
got
shot
a
a
point.
guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry,
Not yet.
I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
More precious coffee. Full industrial kitchen. Oh, Bucktooth Charlie. Skeleton of Columbian mammoth, Mammoth columbi. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Parks in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Nicknamed Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Timeline of evolution. Cougar. Dar.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right?
Oh, that's what
You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Alright, let's take care of that.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those
Yes, I
situations
can.
always end up in disaster.
You're probably
gotta
right.
Talk to the cops.
But
She's
we
my
need to make
wife,
some bad
and it's my
decisions
call.
and move the story
Can we talk
along.
about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Reminds me, anything over here? Nada. Nada. Ooh, sitting bars. Ranger hats and plushies. They got the merchandise games sewn up here.
I think
There you
this
are.
is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay,
Thank
you're
you.
all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Yeah, I wish that was true.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right,
There.
thanks.
Alan, you really should never use charisma as your dump stat.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy
I know.
who is bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You
Yep.
hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al,
Well?
you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You
Was.
gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Well, let's go. So night fell.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Bless you.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Hey-o. Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This
Who brings in poison
so not
ivy?
worth a 15% commission.
All right, we'll bump it up to 20 after, maybe. Ooh. Duracells. Coffee. Nada. And a bottle of wine. Novels, wine. This is an excellent place. All right. Let's work. Good to know. Crow. Or Raven.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Yeah, that is scary to be in.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
That was a weird startle scare. Is that a flock? All right. Time again to mute the audio.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh, yeah.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Yeah, I'm running up the parks bill. What of it? Now is no time for conservation. All right. I think we can get away with it here. Hit it. Whoa. Let's see what we got going on here. What? Oh, and an episode. Here goes. Jeez.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, just playing out the intro. Which, speaking of mistaken identity, Trashkin, last time I goofed early in the episode, or at the start of this one, that intro scene, I forgot that it was Sam Lake who was the face of Max Payne. The voice, I believe, was James McAfee? Hold on. James McAfee. Or McAfee. That was what I was trying to remember. Forgive me if I botched the pronunciation, but I flipped my lore. James unfortunately passed. Important to get that one right, and I goofed. Oh, un momento. There we go. Just want to make sure I had record on. Hello. More manuscript pages.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with
Oh,
an
no.
awful smell, as
I
if some
forgot.
rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Oh dear sweet glob. Fallen Rock. Isn't it Falling Rock? Is that? I don't know. Whoa. That was sudden and loud.
This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on!
I'm coming! Please, help me!
There's Ryan.
Help me! Help me!
Rusty, hold on, I'm a-coming.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang
on.
on. I'll be right back.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
We'll worry about that later. Weird place to put the key. Considering keyhole was, you know, like 8 inches above that. Batteries and ammo.
I was too late.
No.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker.
Damn it.
There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with chilling ashes, almost as liquid darkness.
No, those you just burn off passive.
Just need hunting licenses.
Yes, they do. Anybody else want to turn? Alright. Oh hey, coffee. Horribly blurry coffee. Anything over here, or is this just a trap? Well, let's find out. Ah, dead end. Maybe a goodie? Oh, that's the way I came? Oh, yeah, that is the way I came. Whoops! That's embarrassing. Looked a lot different from the parking lot, that's all I'm saying. Already pretty low on ammo, but guess we'll have to make do. Alright, let's see what's become of Rusty. Oh, there is a puma out there. Wow.
Something
Max
had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Oh no, Rusty.
Obey! The park ranger's instructions. At all times. Fishing! Rusty, no! For those visitors who purchase a park. Fishing. License, never. Approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets, never leave your pet on the turf.
I'm so damn sorry, Rusty. What's that? Oh, hey! Big old pile of ammo. Oh dear. Whew. What the hell was Rusty stocking up for? I'm just saying, that's enough ammo to win World War III. I'm glad he did, but damn. Nothing alarming about that. Gorgeous walkway, though. Got that rough-hewn timber thing going on.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow.
I know, Barry. Ain't it
Stay
great?
in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Let's see what we got. Ah! Another page. We'll get those in real quick once I... Ooh, would you look at that outlook? Damn. This place would be fantastic. If it weren't for the living shadows. Alright, let's see what we got.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside.
Ugh,
Rusty howled in
poor
pain
Rusty.
and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh. Reminds me a little bit of the Dark Half. There's a particular scene involving it. Similar fate. Sentimental man didn't take off his ring. Though it was that they were still deeply in love with their ex-wife despite
Lover's
themselves.
Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshiner's Cap. Aha! This away. Loot. that away. This is a hell of a cave. Site of frequent bootlegger activity through the Prohibition, 1919 to mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on premise. Believe it or not, one of my grandpappies was a shiner. Oh, hell yes! Let's see. We'll stick with the 6-shooter for now, but that is a hell of a get. We only got 2 rounds for it, but hey, there's bound to be more out there. I'll take a side-by-side most days of the week. Especially in this woods. Alright, let's get busy, Trashkin. Probably should mention, there's a good chance at flickering lights and flashing lights here, so if you haven't taken precautions, now would be the time. Those are going to get worse as time goes on. Oh. Damn. That was rough. Fortunately, we're a heal over time game. I don't think there's any more secrets around here. Nope. Just a whole lot of dead end. Peeks that away. Let's see what's this away. You know, besides getting jumped. Huh. Manuscript page. Spiffy. Anything else out here? I'm just running around in the big dark empty. Oh joy. Oh, here we go. Great old ones. Oh, hey, this might be a safe spot. Or I'm being lied to. Oh, hey. Shotgun. Nice. Would have been handy about 10 seconds ago, but hey, what can you do? Alright, let's see about that manuscript.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Elle rarely saw eye to eye.
Oh. Thinks there's 6 shooters full. We're gonna need it. Tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir. Over 200 years old, according to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. Well, we could go off-road trekking, but... we are blowing through batteries as we speak. Oy, I'm gonna have to be conservative. That's not easy right now. Heck. Hey, mama. Forgot how rough this level actually is. It only gets rougher. Oh, thank God for that. Weird that a Ginny be set up to power that, though. Oh, batteries, thank God. Ah, I see somebody also took an axe to the phone. Well, ain't that grand. Alright, what we got?
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Oh, joy. Oh, here we go. Life just got complicated. Oh, brother. Well, fortunately, the checkpoint's not that far up the road. Alright, shotgun it is. Definitely don't have time to muck about with the pistol. Up. Ah. Combat's no joke in this game. Gets easier at points, gets harder at others. Though, weirdly enough, the most annoying enemies yet to appear. Ah. Well, that's life. Sometimes you feel real sick. Sometimes you don't. And I'm cornered. Ah, better. Not good enough. Well, it cost us all 6 rounds of shotgun ammo. And another full cylinder of revolver ammo, but we made it. The skin of our heckin' teeth. I don't think there's anything much down here. The fruit tree. No explanation needed. It's a fruit tree. Lover's Peak. Let's see what's down here. Ah, this section's easy to miss. I think there's a... Ah! Coffee. Dates from 1846, the year of the Oregon Treaty. This tree ring was cut from... started growing... this tree this ring was cut from. Why is it having so much trouble there? Started growing in 1846, the year the Oregon Treaty was signed. Other notable events marked on the rings: 1853, Washington Territory formed. 1878, the founding of Bright Falls Mining Co. and the town itself. 1889, Washington was granted statehood. 1929, tree damage in a forest fire. That'd be the Dark Ring, I imagine. 1970, Bright Falls Mining Company closes its doors after a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake. Wait, that happened in 1970? 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts. 1987, tree felled by storm. Though I do like tree ring history. It's fun. Well, to me anyway. Well, hell. Not getting through that way. "17 rounds left. Am I missing something here? It's been ages. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. That's what I'm missing. Oh, and another manuscript page. All right, Trashkin, brace yourselves for story time.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Ugh. Incidentally, the joke there is he is the anti-Dale Cooper, who loves trees and coffee. Well, that sounds healthy. Washington, Alderwood. There's the tower. There's the frickin' gondola. Doesn't that just inspire confidence? I'm out of frickin' batteries. This is our first encounter with my least favorite of baddies.
Shit.
Oh, joy. Oh, heck. Oh, it's a good run, Trashkin. Creeper from the boat.
More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. Bring it! How's that, huh? What I got for you? Right up these stairs, Wake.
Yeah, I'm taking that last
from the
fire.
emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Now we're doing the timed event?
No can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Come on. Oh, brother. You really want me on low resources for this haunt game?
Monster! Now, Wake.
Say that like it's a bad thing. Well, mind you, I saved your ass too. You saved mine in that, though I sincerely doubt your...
They'll be on us soon.
Oh joy. I've got a whole 2 flares and 9 batteries left to my name.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna get this coffee very quickly. Don't die. Wrong button. Wow, you're a terrible shot.
That's right. You just stop moving.
What the? Hell, I didn't expect them to jump us from there.
More flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Like that, boy? Huh? Oh, that's how you wanna play.
Nice you can hit what you aimed for.
He's a king, Wake.
Last 2. Flares, that is. Flare. Oh no, this doesn't go well for you.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Shit. This does not go well for us.
back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Alright, we're at the base of the falls. Close to
He
it.
had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he
Oh,
thought
hey.
it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him.
We're gonna need
I
that
had to get
stash
back to Barry
bad.
and figure out my next move.
Batteries, flares. It's not a shotgun, but it'll do. This is where things start to get real hairy. Believe it or not.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel.
Oof.
Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore.
Oof.
I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Well, allons-y. Come to think of it. Did I turn back up the volume on music? Yes. Fortunately, I mostly just have to turn that down during the radio and hop over some recap cutscenes. Oh. And the hint is, those are bear traps. Nope. Yeah, they want me bad. Oh, well, there might be something useful in there. Oh, that's where we're going. Okay. Oh. Hey! Who knows how many I've missed by now, but that's one. That was worth a flare.
What the hell?
That was a waste of flare. I'm gonna have to get used to not dropping flares. That might be something up there, though. Looks like a light post to me. One, two, There we go. Coffee. I think that's all that she has to offer besides that. Oh, hello. That's not an openable. Oh, hunting rifle. Great.
The night had
Here's a
been one
chainsaw.
desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
I heard the chainsaw. That one stuck with me hard. Alright. Is that a frickin' plane?
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
So I come across the wing? I come across the wing. I think. Maybe? Oh, okay, I shift it so the wing falls, okay. 2 flares. Still, worth it. There we go. Good, we got 4 flares on us. Heck, freak. No pressure. And hunting rifle ammo. Terrific. This way, maybe? Don't seem like the answer. Oh, hey, a furnace. There we go. One more Fermiso coffee. Well, that's one less set of problems. And a whole new set. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. There I go, trying to fling myself into the rapids. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oy. Game, you don't need to make me any more tense. I'm tense enough as is. Oh, hey, more ammo. Terrific. So I think this was part of the mining gout? I mean, they got sluices and such. Oh. Take that! Manuscript page, huh?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Well, they're certainly not wrong about that. Is there an obvious way down here, or am I missing something? Oh, there we are. Oh wait, that's the way I came in. I just took slight damage from nothing. Oh, hey. So all I gotta do is figure out what to pull or throw. Ah! Kick. There we go. Yeah, we work it out.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Fair. That's a good reason to be terrified right there. Flares. Coffee. I don't think I'm getting everything this run, Trashkin, but hey, doesn't hurt. And we're topside. Terrific.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Yeah, that's good advice. Ooh, more hunting rifle ammo. Nice. Keep it on default just in case. Don't want to waste the good ammo. Ah. Up the scaffold? Alright, up the scaffold. Well, plank anyway. Revolvers and batteries. Hello. And now I'm all out of battery. And we're full on revolver. Okay, great. I have a feeling. Oh yeah.
Is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, brother! Okay, maybe we could have been a little more free with that rifle ammo. I definitely am glad I had some on hand. Boy, howdy. Camping grounds. What a day, Trashkin. What a day. I forgot how rough this section actually was. You know, a lot of times I stroll into games I played before and think I'm going to have an easy time of it. That clearly my skills and reflexes are sharp as ever, and if anything improved, and I get laid flat on my butt because I haven't played it in 10 years. Here we are amongst the bears.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Now Barry's in trouble.
I still had to reach Barry at the cap, but at least I was out of the woods.
Let's check the bathrooms before we head through. Might be extra goodies for us here. Nothing. Weird place for a television, though. Oh, hey. Be goody.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
No matching TV back here. Odd. But hunting rifle ammo. Don't know if that'll do us any good. Let's top that off, shall we?
I had to find the key to the garage. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Alright, let's,
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
Oh.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about nature and yourself.
There's something hilarious about backflipping baddies. Alright, let's hit the car. This was really the fun part for me. This feels firm as hell comparatively. I'm not a great card game player, but I do love me some Twisted Metal. Even if I'm garbage at that. Ah, it takes the stress right out, eh? Pretty sure I missed some secrets back there, but hey. I'll take Progresso this time. Well, this has gone to hell since last. Oh, hey, a power truck. Oh, thank God.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Help. Alright.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
There we go. That's rough. Unfortunately, we already did the exploratory portion, so we can head straight for Barry.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Ah, hell. Well, out of the pot, straight onto
Barry
the
had
burner.
talked about birds over the phone.
Alright, here we go. Hang on, Barry, I'm a-coming.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Take just Norfolk forever. Out of everything but revolver ammo and a
Hey,
oh my
Al,
god, there was another flare gun.
Sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Fair enough, buddy.
I sent Barry
it
to
sounded
the town
like
to
it.
ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Heck. Okay, Trashkins. So, I got a couple of things to outline. First and most importantly, I goofed. James McCaffrey voiced Max Payne and is recently deceased, and much beloved by those that worked with him. Everybody has something nice to say about the man. Which is as strong a legacy as anyone can hope for. They were excellent at what they did. I don't know how my brain swapped Sam Lake for James McAfee. I just did. ADHD, autism spectrum brain do what it do sometimes. This is one of those times. I just wanted to say that out loud to make that clear. You might be wondering also, Trashkin, why I'm ducking copyright so hard. If my understanding of copyright is correct, on certain claims, they can monetize your content regardless of whether or not you have the ability to generate funds, and several of the companies that hold copyright to the music in this game are involved. I think it's WB, but I'd have to go digging into the copyrights of this. But WB is one. WB is currently involved in the SAG-AFTRA video game voice actor strike. And I am trying not to benefit anyone involved in that strike that is not the actors. I made a promise, and I mean to stick by it as best I am able to. That also means, because Rockstar is held by Take-Two Interactive's involved in the strike, and Max Payne, his copyright is held by Rockstar, I'm gonna have to go the long way around to play Max Payne and pick up a used copy. Not ideal, but that's why Max Payne playthrough's way down the docket. At any rate, those are the big ones. That's why I'm sweating copyright extra hard. But if you haven't heard the outro song to this section of the game, it's my absolute favorite outro of this. Probably second only to Violet Indiana, Kissing Air. Poe Haunted is a terrific track. I listened to it for years afterwards, and in current years still. It's a great, oddly melancholy number. It's if you have a dramatic bone in your body, you'll enjoy this, I promise you. Matter of fact, if you got the time to listen through to the tracks in the game, there are plenty of playlists on YouTube. Go right ahead, go nuts. They're terrific. Can't recommend them enough. They're one of the best parts of the games. It breaks my heart I can't play them for you, but needs must when the devil drives. So, those are the big ones. So on to normal business, ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. If you haven't joined us around the trash fire by subscribing, I'd like to remind you that you can claim yourself a chair, a snack, a drink. Join us around the trash fire when you care, and of course, by subscribing, you grant me that which I desire most in this world, your eyes. I've certainly enjoyed my walk down nostalgia lane, but until next time, remember to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.